Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is a story from a small village where people knew each other by name. Time moved gently, and life felt simple yet deep. Let's begin. The village rested quietly between gentle hills. Small houses stood close together, as if they were keeping each other company. In the early morning, before voices filled the streets, before doors opened, the village breathed softly. A narrow path ran through the center, made of earth and old stones, worn smooth by years of footsteps. A man named Aaron walked slowly along this path, not because he was tired, not because he was late, but because today he chose to walk slowly. Each step touched the ground gently. Each breath entered his body without force. He noticed the way sunlight rested on the leaves, not shining brightly, just resting, as if the light itself was calm. For many years, Aaron had lived with speed inside his mind. His thoughts continued to run, but the village taught something different. Here, time did not push. It waited. A woman swept the front of her home. Her movements were slow and steady. She was not rushing to finish. She was simply sweeping. The sound of the broom touching the ground was soft, almost rhythmic. A cow stood nearby, chewing slowly, not worried, not distracted, only present. Aaron smiled gently, not because something exciting happened, but because nothing didn't. He reached the edge of the village. Green plants moved slightly in the breeze. The air smelled of soil and morning dew. He stopped walking. Standing still, he listened. Not for words, not for meaning, just sound. Birds calling in the distance, leaves brushing against each other. A faraway bell. Listening became easy. Understanding was not required. Aaron sat under a large tree. Its shade was cool and welcoming. He closed his eyes, not to sleep, but to rest inside himself. Thoughts appeared and passed, no fighting, no holding, just allowing. In this village, nothing demanded attention, and because of that, everything felt important. The slow river nearby flowed without effort. It did not try to reach anywhere faster, yet it always arrived. Aaron breathed in and breathed out. The village continued its quiet rhythm, and for the first time in a long while, so did he. As Aaron sat beneath the tree, the morning slowly unfolded around him. The sun climbed higher, but its warmth remained gentle, never demanding attention. Shadows shifted quietly, moving across the ground, as if time itself was stretching. A distant sound reached his ears, the soft clink of metal, someone opening a gate. Life was waking, but without urgency. Aaron opened his eyes. In the field nearby, an elderly farmer walked slowly, holding a wooden stick. Each step was careful, not weak, just mindful. The farmer stopped, looked at the sky, and nodded slightly, as if acknowledging the day. Aaron felt something loose inside him. No words were spoken, no lesson was taught, yet understanding arrived. He stood up and continued walking along the path. The road curved gently, never straight, never rushed. A small stream crossed the path. Water flowed quietly over stones, creating a sound that felt like breathing. Aaron paused again. He listened, not to learn, not to remember, only to be. As he crossed the stream, cool water touched his feet. The sensation pulled him fully into the moment. No past, no future, just now. Further ahead, children sat outside a small school building. Their voices were soft, not loud. A teacher spoke slowly, clearly. Each word carried space. Aaron did not understand every word, but he understood the feeling. Learning did not rush here. It arrived gently. The village clock rang once, then stopped. No reminders, no alarms. Time simply moved on. Midday arrived quietly. The air grew warmer. The pace grew slower. People rested. Animals rested. Even the wind seemed to pause. Aaron found a shaded bench near a small pond. The water reflected the sky. Clouds drifted slowly, changing shape without effort. He sat down, closed his eyes, breathed in, breathed out. Thoughts came softly. They did not shout. They did not demand it. They passed like clouds. The village held him, without holding tightly. There was freedom in this stillness. As the afternoon slowly leaned toward the evening, the light became softer. Birds returned to trees. Footsteps became fewer. The village exhaled. Aaron stood once more and walked back toward the center. Homes glowed with warm light. Smoke rose gently from the kitchens. The smell of simple food filled the air. No one hurried. Everyone arrived exactly on time. As the sky darkened, stars appeared one by one, not suddenly, not brightly, just enough. Aaron looked up. For the first time in a long while, his mind felt as wide as the sky. Nothing needed fixing. Nothing needed chasing. The village had taught him something simple. Slow is not empty. Slow is full. Night settled over the village, without announcement. No sudden darkness, only a gentle dimming of the sky. Stars rested in their places, patient, silent. Aaron walked slowly along the quiet path. His footsteps blended into the earth, soft, almost unnoticeable. The air was cooler now. It carried the scent of soil, of leaves, of day turning into rest. A window glowed in the distance. Inside, someone laughed quietly, not loudly, not long, just enough. Aaron smiled without knowing why. He stopped near the pond again. Moonlight touched the water, creating silver ripples that moved with no direction. The reflection was not perfect, and that made it beautiful. A frog called out once, then silence returned. Aaron sat on the ground. The earth was cool, steady, supportive. He rested his hands on his knees and breathed slowly, in, out. Thoughts arrived like whispers. They did not stay. They did not argue. They simply passed. The village slept lightly. Doors were closed, but hearts felt open. Nothing was unfinished. Nothing was missing. Clouds drifted across the moon, softening its light. Darkness did not feel heavy. It felt protective. Aaron lay back and looked at the sky. For a long moment, there was no language, only feeling. Somewhere, a dog shifted in sleep. Leaves moved slightly in the breeze. The night listened to itself. Aaron felt his body grow heavier, as if the earth was gently holding him. There was no need to resist. Rest was allowed. Breathing slowed. The mind loosened its grip. Even memories felt distant, unimportant. The village did not demand sleep. It invited it. Aaron closed his eyes, not to escape, not to forget, only to rest inside the moment. And the night continued, quietly, patiently, exactly as it should. The night grew deeper, but never heavy. It rested gently in the village like a soft blanket. Aaron remained still, not asleep, not awake, somewhere in between. Time moved differently now. Minutes felt wide. Moments felt endless. There was no clock here, only breathing. A breeze passed through the trees, touching leaves one by one. They answered softly. Without words, Aaron listened. Not with effort, not with intention. Listening simply happened. The pond reflected the sky again. Stars trembled on the water's surface, then settled. Nothing rushed them. In the distance, a train horn echoed faintly. It did not disturb the night. It reminded it that the world was still moving somewhere else. Here, stillness ruled. Aaron felt warmth spread through his chest. Not excitement, not emotion, just ease. The kind of ease that comes when nothing is expected. His breath slowed further. In, out. Each breath is quieter than the last. The village slept more deeply now. Even the dogs were silent. Only the night remained awake. Clouds parted slowly. The moon returned, gentler than before. Its light touched Aaron's face, softly, briefly. He did not move. There was nowhere to go. Thoughts tried to form, but found no reason. They faded before becoming complete. The body understood something. The mind did not need to explain. Rest is not something you do. Rest is something you allow. The ground felt steady beneath him, as if it whispered, "You are held." Aaron's awareness drifted. Sounds became distant. Edges softened. The village breathed as one. And the night continued. Slow, wide, unbroken. Night held its shape. Nothing changed suddenly. Nothing needed to. Aaron's breathing became almost invisible. So soft, it felt like the air was breathing him. Somewhere nearby, a single insect sang once, then stopped. The silence accepted it, without reaction. The village is deeply asleep now. Roofs rested under the sky. Paths remembered the footsteps of the day. Doors waited patiently for the morning. Aaron felt his body grow lighter, then heavier, as if floating, and resting at the same time. There was no story to follow, no thought to finish, only sensation. Cool air on skin, steady ground below, wide sky above. The moon slowly shifted its position, almost unnoticeable. Light moved across the leaves, then away. Aaron did not open his eyes. Seeing was no longer needed. Memory softened. Even the idea of tomorrow felt far away, unimportant. This was not sleep yet. This was the space before sleep, the gentle doorway between effort and rest. The village understood this space well. It had existed here long before names, long before clocks. A deep calm settled inside Aaron's chest. Not happiness, not sadness, just balance. Breath slowed again. Longer pauses between each. The night did not push him forward. It stayed, waiting, holding. And in this waiting, nothing was missing. The village remained quiet. The sky remained open. Slowly, naturally, without effort. The night slowly began to fade. Not suddenly, not loudly, just softly, as all beautiful things do. Aaron took one last deep breath. His body felt heavy, but his mind felt light. The village remained quiet. The sky remained wide. And peace remained, right where it was meant to be. Let your breathing stay slow. Let your thoughts stay gentle. Carry this calm with you, into rest, into sleep. into tomorrow. Beginner English learning tips. For you, you are learning English. Remember this. You do not need to understand every word. Listening is learning. Repetition is natural. Listen again slowly, without pressure. Your mind learns even when you are calm. Short sentences help you feel confident. Pauses help your brain rest. Silence helps understanding grow. Learn gently, learn slowly, and trust the process. Thank you for listening. You are always welcome here. Slowly, peacefully. Again.
Thanks for watching Slow English Listening Practice. Please subscribe to my channel.